At 4-0 after 25 minutes, as you mentioned, I sent a text to a friend of mine saying this could easily be 10. And at that stage, there were Leicester fans that had had enough. They'd walked out. Can you imagine being back along the motorway halfway towards Leicester, and then after 65 minutes, it's 4-3? So as good as City were for the first 25 minutes, how did they allow Leicester to get within a goal?
Well, I think if you remember after James Maddison, of course, he's been tremendous. A couple of
Yeah.
times, Leicester City broke the press, and if you remember on one of those goals, I think there was a slip from Aymeric Laporte. Ruben Diaz was trying to come over, cover Iheanacho. I think Ademola Lookman scored that goal. So I think Leicester City are capable of beating Manchester City or clubs like that at their own game, because they're so good when they put combinations together, and they're very, very quick. And we've seen James Maddison with an uptick in his form as well. Of course, Ademola Lookman hasn't played all season as well. So I mean, they're very much capable of that. But I think you look at Manchester City, 2 goals from the penalty. Yuri Tielemans is not going to remember this game well. 2 games from corners as well. So I think on both sides of the goal, I think in the center of defense, there were issues. For Leicester City, let's face it, they're obvious. No Soyuncu and no Johnny Evans, although Soyuncu hasn't been great. Vestergaard and Amarte today. And Ruben Dias and Laporte today, guilty on a couple of those goals. So maybe that's just the game. That's what happens. We want to be entertained. These 2 teams certainly have given us that.
Well, it was a brilliant game of football. And you think about the free kick, I think it was Maddison, that Ederson produced a wonderful save as well in the first half. I mean, the first 25 minutes, that was City at their best. I mean, at times they're unplayable. It was champagne football. But then the 3 goals they conceded, in the 20 minutes to begin the second half, were some of the worst defensive displays that we've seen from City this year. Are they the new entertainers in the league?
Well, they always have been. I'll tell you this about this Manchester City. A couple of things that I like. That Pep Guardiola let the team suffer. Didn't make substitutions really. I mean, let's not forget they were devastating in the first 25 minutes. It's 4-0, right? Then it turned against them, and Pep didn't panic. And of course, you have Foden, Gabriel Jesus on the bench, Jack Grealish. We know disciplinary reason. Foden and Grealish have not been playing as of late. Foden came in today, but Gabriel Jesus has been in a good form. But I think he let his team work through that. He kind of gave him a little bit of rope, saying, "Look, you thought it was going to be all that easy. 4-0, 25 minutes. Look what's happening now."
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.